turn to the other big story on Capitol Hill, the impeachment, of course, of impeachment inquiry into President Biden. Your colleague, Republican Senator Chuck Grassley of Iowa, said that he does not see any evidence, quote, that the president is guilty of anything. Do you agree with him? Is there any evidence so far?
You know, I haven't really been paying that much attention to it. They have to prove that President Biden somehow financially benefited from the business enterprises of Hunter Biden. We'll see.
Have they done it yet, in your mind?
If there were a smoking gun, I think we'd be talking about it.
How can Lindsey Graham in Washington, D.C. on Meet the Press say that he hasn't seen a smoking gun of evidence, that he doesn't think that we produced enough evidence to impeach Joe Biden? Let me ask the American people. Do you think that we have produced enough evidence to impeach Joe Biden?
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here. And if there was a smoking gun, I think we'd be talking about it. Lindsey Graham joined Kristen Welker on Meet the Press over the weekend for a candid question and answer session.
I'm not worried about impeaching the president right now. You know what I'm worried about? Helping the president bring the Mideast to a better spot, trying to convince the Arabs and the Israelis to not let Iran get you off track.
Graham was asked if he agreed with Senator Chuck Grassley's assessment of the Republican impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden. Grassley had told CNN that he was just going to follow the facts where they are, and the facts haven't taken me to the point where I can say the president is guilty of anything. Graham shares this sentiment. When Lindsey Graham said that he hasn't been paying much attention to the proceedings, that was his way of saying that the inquiry is a waste of time. Here you have two heavy hitters in the Republican Party saying that the impeachment inquiry is a sham. If you're an undereducated MAGA voter, this would probably cause some confusion. On one hand, you have two of the proverbial old guard Republicans who have stood loyal to Donald Trump, calling the inquiry a sham. And on the other, you have a three-toed sloth monster trying to incite a crowd at Turning Point's America Fest conference over the weekend. Who are undereducated GOP voters going to believe? Marjorie Taylor Greene called out Lindsey Graham in front of a crowd at the conference over the weekend. This is the same event that QAnon shaman Jacob Chansley tried to take a picture with Matt Gaetz after accusing him of stealing his campaign platform. Marge had claimed to be an honor to meet Chansley.
Man, when you grow up, maybe you're going to do a little bit more. But I'm here to tell you it's a myth that we have to
Did you see that? Coward! Freaking coward! And these are the people that are representing Americans? They can't even speak to an American? He was saying my name all over Spaces. He's been talking about them getting me out with Tucker Carlson's footage. You can't talk to me. Won't even talk to me. These are big names that claim that they're for the little guy getting screwed by the big machine. And he will not talk to me.
America Fest was a gathering place for MAGA morons, conspiracy nuts, and extremist jackaloons. Marge was in her element. Marge has been one of the most vocal and one of the key players perpetrating the defamation of Hunter Biden and the Biden family, along with James Comer and Jim Jordan. Remember that Matt Gaetz and his merry band of nitwits ousted Kevin McCarthy without a House vote because they wanted him to abuse his power and harass the Biden family with more subpoenas. Marge shares this view. She has been bellyaching about the Republicans not doing enough to make life miserable for Hunter Biden. There has been no evidence of wrongdoing that has been shown that would implicate Joe Biden in a crime either. There hasn't stopped morons like Marjorie Taylor Greene from making ridiculous accusations. For 6 years, Hunter Biden has been the target of outrageous allegations by extremist Republicans. Hunter went to Capitol Hill recently to call the Republicans bluff and offered to testify in public, but Republican leadership chickened out when given the opportunity to question him. The truth is that they know that they have nothing. GOP jackaloons like Marjorie Taylor Greene and James Comer are like dogs barking at the sound of a doorbell. They are annoying as hell and get on everybody's nerves. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a bumbling idiot. The GOP impeachment inquiry is a waste of time and money, and that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.